13 surprising things guys find attractive. Number 13. Blue eyes. Brown-eyed girls shouldn't feel any less though, because a study from the University of Norway said that when it comes to picking out a potential mate, it's usually only blue-eyed men that prefer blue-eyed women. The study is fascinating. They asked 443 people a series of questions based on the eye color and hair color of their current and past partners. They found that women and brown-eyed men showed no preference over picking partners to any particular eye color. They also found that blue-eyed men chose and were attracted to blue-eyed women. The study showed that it all comes down to genetics. Like they teach you back in school, it's how blue eyes are recessive, which means the only possible way a child can have blue eyes is to be born to parents that both have colored eyes, or two people who both carry part of that recessive gene for blue eyes. So whether they're conscious of it or it comes from their subconscious, blue-eyed men's preference for blue eyes on women might be linked to an extra layer of paternity protection. Number 12. An older appearance. It can be tough when you first see gray hairs show up or when you're in the next higher age bracket. According to a few studies, a more mature appearance is what some men find really attractive. Cultures have set norms for what they consider beautiful. That's why some movie stars are universally admired. Studies have shown that men who were born to older mothers over 30 were more likely to find older women more attractive when looking for a long-term partner. It might be different if they're not looking for long-term, but when wanting to settle down, a lot of men prefer older. There's something about the very first love and committed relationship that's comforting and makes us feel secure as adults. Number 11. When you have a passion for something. When a woman has a passion for something, you can do so many special things for her. It shows drive and self-discipline, and people find that really attractive. Having a desire for something you love gives both of you something to learn about each other and share with. Having a passion gives you the opportunity to go out and do exciting things and shows that you have goals and a purpose in life. It's not very attractive if a girl just likes to sit around and watch TV all the time and doesn't have any motivation or hobby that makes her happy. So ladies, if you're passionate about something or have something specific you're really into, let your man know that. He'll think even more highly of you than he already does. Number 10. A sense of humor. A sense of humor is high on the list for just about everyone, whether it be a man or a woman. A study showed that men didn't necessarily find funny women more desirable. Instead, it was their own receptiveness to their own sense of humor that they valued more. To make it simple, men want someone who is going to laugh at their jokes. Women like men who are funny and can make them laugh, but men don't really need a girl to make them laugh. They want a girl who will laugh with them at their jokes and make them feel validated. The study also revealed that when it came to long-term relationships, men found it even more important to find someone who appreciated their sense of humor, and they think funny females were better for short-term relationships and friendships. Number 9. A high-pitched voice. A lot of people might think that a husky voice would be sexy, but studies have shown that men are more attracted to a higher-pitched girly voice. A university college in London did a study that showed higher-pitched voices to be almost universally more attractive to men, mostly because of the features they imagine when they hear a higher voice. They picture the feminine figure and youth to go along with the voice. A more feminine voice would normally go to a woman with a small frame and a girly way about herself, whereas if you hear a deeper, more raspy voice, men might think that it's too masculine. Something really interesting is that men relate a high-pitched voice with submissiveness and make it seem like confrontation or bad arguing would be more unlikely to happen. Number 8. Ovulation. This one is pretty fascinating. Ovulation isn't a specific trait, but it's linked to some things that men find attractive. Men are more likely to rate women as being the most attractive when they are at the most fertile point in their cycle. There have been some studies done on this, and the results have been really interesting. When women get to their peak fertility, their voices get higher pitched, body odor becomes more desirable, and in some women, their skin and lip color might change. All of these things men found more attractive. Researchers think that hormonal changes that happen in the body at times of fertility change things that become even more attractive to men, which lets them pick up on fertility unconsciously without even knowing it. Number 7. Personality really matters. When it comes down to deciding what traits are most attractive to a potential partner, it's easy to focus on physical, but personality goes a long way. Personality traits like being kind really do make a person more attractive. When a study was done on 2,157 male students to find out what they found to be most attractive, the results showed that there was no body type or shape they found to be universally more attractive than the other. But when asked about personality traits, those traits had a wider range of variety of what they found attractive, compared to the choices made on physical appearance alone. A group of Chinese universities universities found the same results as well. They asked both men and women to rate the attractiveness of a series of faces only based on appearance. 2 weeks later, the same group of people were given personality traits to go along with the faces, and positive traits made the faces more attractive. They gave it a name to go along with it too, called the halo effect. The traits people thought increased physical attraction were respectfulness, honesty, and a positive attitude. Just about all positive personality traits were shown to have an impact on what men think is attractive and how attractive they view their potential partners, which leads to the fact that people should be putting in as much effort into their attitude and personality than they do on their looks and physical appearance. Number 6. Risk-taking. So this one goes both ways. It turns out both men and women find some risk-taking behaviors really attractive. Men are attracted to women who are a certain kind of adventurous. People find hunter-gatherer risk really attractive, like dangers and activities our ancient ancestors would have faced, like mountain climbing, skiing, water rafting, and many more outdoor activities. Most people think those things are attractive when a man does them. It's true that men are also attracted to those same behaviors in women. Those kind of traits only went so far though, and it's only ancient risks that were found attractive. More modern risks, like driving without a seatbelt or experimenting with substances, were seen as way less attractive. Number 5. The right head tilt. This one is pretty unexpected. Surprisingly, men find it attractive when you just tilt your head the right way. This one is simple and anyone can do it. An Australian study took a series of faces that appeared as they're being viewed from different angles, and they were asked to rate the attractiveness on the faces and how masculine and feminine they were. It revealed that men found the most attractive faces were the women who tilted their heads forward and looked like they were slightly looking up. Nothing more than a simple adjustment to the way we carry ourselves could make someone significantly more attractive. They think maybe it has something to do with height, and when a man sees a woman tilt her head and look up at him, it accents the height difference in the idea about traditionally how men are usually taller than the female. Number 4. Tan lines. This one might come off as surprising to some people, but the majority of men actually find tan lines to be a turn-on. In a way, it highlights the fun parts. Guys have said too dark of a tan, or orange tans like Jersey Shore, is not attractive at all. But the standard golden brown tan on a woman that spends time outside looks healthy and sexy. And this way you get the idea of what the girl looks like in a bikini on the beach or by the pool. Everything in life is good in moderation, and that includes the sun. If you want to know what going too far with tanning is, just look to Jersey Shore and don't spray tan. Guys don't find that attractive, and most of the time you come out looking orange. Trust me ladies, guys will prefer your pale natural skin over an obvious fake tan any day. Number 3. Being decisive. There's a big difference between being decisive and being pushy. Being decisive about something means you make a decision and stand by it. Being decisive doesn't mean you two should stop talking for 3 days if you both don't agree on the same food place for dinner. But if you have a goal, you'll do anything to make sure you reach it. It's a turn on when a girl knows what she wants and has an answer for you when you ask her what she wants to eat or what restaurant she wants to go to, rather than saying, "I don't know," and then going back and forth with each other all night about what to eat. It's just not attractive for anybody. So it's better to just be straightforward and let the person know what you want. Number 2. Hourglass figure. When it comes to the perfect body shape, a lot of people say hourglass figure is the most attractive. According to men that did a study, it turns out a good waist to hip ratio is thought to be the most attractive to men. No matter what the age group was, men like a proportional body figure and good ratio. So it doesn't mean women have to have the perfect front, side, and back side, as long as it's proportional and it complements the woman overall. It's the ratio that's more important than the build or weight of a woman. From Beyonce to Kate Moss, it didn't matter what their weight was, it was the overall ratio and balance that men find most attractive. Too much chest or too much behind to where it looks awkward and not natural on the body is when it starts to become unattractive. Number 1. A good appetite. When a man takes a woman out to a restaurant and she only orders a salad and a water, that's a turn-off to just about anybody. The simple truth is that men love a girl with a big appetite that can eat. Women who are overly concerned about their diet and weight don't attract men. Ladies, you might feel like a pig and not very ladylike, but if you order a steak and mac and cheese at a restaurant, the men are going to love you for it. Having a healthy appetite and not being afraid to eat whatever you want in front of your man means you feel confident in yourself and don't care much about what people think. Too much of anything is never a good thing, so just make sure you don't overeat on your first date. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.